Motorcades of Chinese and U.S. officials leave Spain's foreign ministry. It's the second day of talks here aimed at easing strained trade ties between the world's two biggest economies. And there are hints a sort of truce in the U.S.-China trade war could hold for now, with the U.S. postponing tariffs on China and China no longer blocking the flow of rare earths to the U.S.
As you know, right now we have a 90-day pause in effect with respect to U.S. tariffs on China and Chinese severe controls on rare earth minerals. We have been renewing that pause periodically. The current pause is set to expire November 10th. We're certainly open to considering further action there if the talks continue in a positive direction.
And there are signs a major point of friction between the two could get resolved. That is TikTok, the Chinese-owned app whose popularity in the U.S. has raised national security concerns in Washington. Both sides say they've started looking at transferring the app to U.S. ownership.
本次会谈，双方围绕 TikTok 及中方有关关切，进行了坦诚深入的交流，就以合作方式妥善解决 TikTok 相关问题，减少投资障碍，促进有关经贸合作等，达成了基本框架共识。
U.S. President Donald Trump is pleased, saying the talks have gone very well and that there's a deal on what he called a, quote, certain company young Americans had wanted saved. It all now rides on a scheduled call with China's President Xi Jinping on Friday. There are still sore points on both sides that could complicate talks. The United States is unhappy about Beijing's announcement Monday that U.S. chipmaker NVIDIA had violated antitrust laws, a move some in Washington see as hitting back at U.S. measures to rein in China's chip sector. And China says the U.S. is using national security concerns as a pretext for curbing chip and other tech shipments to China and banning Chinese goods it suspects could be used for spying. Still, the two sides have held meetings since May to try and patch up differences, and more could be on the way.
We had very good discussions. We preferred to keep the discussions on TikTok. We will be holding trade negotiations in about a month again at a different location. But we talked about many things that we might do in the future.
Opening up a chance to cool down a months-long trade war that sent jitters through markets around the world. Dolphine Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.